Hi. So as you can see, brand new space, but it's not my apartment. I actually have a new job and it involves this place in a way. So I am now a part-time social media manager for AK Marketing. I've been following Aaliyah, who is the CEO and founder. For a while now, we followed each other. We're both based in Omaha, and she was looking for a part-time social media manager. I applied and I got it. And it is kind of hybrid. I would say it's more remote than it is hybrid. If any case that we're going to meet up in person, it is primarily going to be here at Elevator Spaces, which is a warehouse spot, co-working, that type of thing. I am also now a member here, so I am using this spot to film my videos. Not only in this spot, but at least for now especially, it's going to be one of my main filming areas. I've been in my new apartment, my new one bedroom, for a few months now, and it's still not organized. Chronic pain stuff, and then I had the fall, so that took a lot out of me for a whole month, and it's been a thing, especially with now my cats are having health problems and whatever. And now I've been at Elevator Spaces quite a few times for free co-working days, and I finally bit the bullet and got a membership. Because the difference between coming here on free co-working days or with a pass and having an actual membership is I can come here 24/7 with a membership. So I can come here in the wee hours of the morning or overnight. I'm literally watching the sun come up right now and film because nobody else is here. My boss and I made our first reels because I take care of the accessibility stuff. So we've been doing like a commitment to accessibility mission statement type of thing. And we first filmed her reel here, which was fine. And then once it got to me, I kept screwing up my takes because I'm just not used to not filming by myself a lot, but also because there was an event on the other side over there and they were prepping and they were getting loud, and that's nobody's fault. This is a co-working space, right? We then had to go downstairs and it was very echoey and also like quiet compared to being over here. So this is probably going to be the primary spot, although there's some good spots on the second floor as well, so you might see me over there. I don't know how well the audio is going to sound right now because this is a pretty big space, but right here there's a lot more furniture and I do have an actual mic attached to the camera, so we might have better odds right now than just using an iPhone without a separate mic. So bear with me, in regards to lighting and the audio. Lighting is pretty good here. I just don't know how well it's going to transfer onto the camera. So I just didn't bring my ring light yet. But yeah, I'm excited because now I can finally sit down and film some videos on a regular basis, because between how cluttered my apartment is and depression and the pain and whatever, I just wasn't having the discipline. But here again, it's quiet. If I am going to be here during like the busy hours, which I am, I probably won't do any filming. It'll be more for like writing stuff because I need to get articles written. I need to get my books written once and for all. I lost everything on my hard drive, so I gotta start over again, which is normal for me anyways. But if I'm gonna be here during the busy hours and I need to film a video, ASL videos will be fine. It won't matter if there's other people around, other than the fact that they might stare at me. And I'm not used to people staring at me if it's not like on an actual set. But obviously everybody knows at co-working there's different types of businesses and warehouses. I mean, we've got businesses like Access Period here, who I volunteered for, some art companies, marketing companies that have actual office spaces here that you can get. Also, by the way, this video isn't sponsored. I'm just so excited about finally like investing in business instead of just, I don't know, using my money on other things, which is also a video topic in itself. And then there's just people like us who just have a co-working membership. But I get the printer, I get mail, so I have a P.O. box. I don't have an actual box, but I don't get mail that often, so it's just gonna be shipped generally here if I have anything. So I'll have that address down below. But yeah, so at AK Marketing, I deal with the captions with the help of my boss and some other people who volunteer, like my friends, because when I tried to edit my own video and add captions, I could not understand myself. Oh, jeez. And I should have asked, or I should have waited until my boss was like, oh yeah, hold on, let me get the audio fixed on this. And don't worry, my boss is great. We're actually going to a conference. She's on the board for another business, and they're having an entrepreneurship conference next week, I want to say. And she said, hey, do you want to come? I will get your ticket. And also, let me know any resources for ASL interpreters or whatever it is you need. I didn't even have to ask at all. I didn't have to mention it. I didn't have to ask. Hello? So if you follow me on Instagram, I posted the reel of me and my friend Pamela, who is an interpreter, and she is, in my humble opinion, in my professional opinion, the best interpreter in Omaha. I'm a little bit biased, but I do honestly believe that. And so she's been helping us a little bit, and she'll be with me at the conference as well. And we also have some things planned for this channel because she's also helping me incorporate ASL in my videos where in times that I cannot, because there's still just topics and stuff that I'm not comfortable signing in. And one of this is going to be in regards to politics and accessibility, so this will be very helpful, so I'm very excited for that. It's my second year in Omaha, and I feel like things are finally starting to push forward a little bit. Now, of course, this doesn't mean that my own business is done with. I still have bills to pay, so I'm still not going to be making enough money to like pay my bills off of just, you know, one source of income. So still, if you want me hired, if you want to book me as a public speaker for something, deafness, disability, accessibility, child abuse stuff, I need to do more content about that so I can try to dip my toes in that type of stuff. Accessibility consulting, if you need help with like making your social media accessible, my expertise, if you will, is more on the deaf side. And also, I am taking classes for certification, as in I've signed up, I got a scholarship to one, and I really need to get cracking on that. And also a writing fellowship, which I've taken part in a little bit. It's been mostly just watching Zoom classes, so I'm getting up there. So, you know, it's my second year in Omaha, and I think hopefully we're getting somewhere, because like I said in a previous video, the money I was getting, or the money that I got from Samsung and the Google projects, was running out. And so still, if you want more content, if you want to support my work, I do have Patreon. I do have an OnlyFans. Again, if you would like to hire me for things, that would also be great. I've done copywriting, newsletter making, so again, social media consulting in terms of captions and things like that. If you want a social media manager, I'm doing that for 2 companies right now, AK Marketing and Sign On. Hire me, please. I'm also volunteering with Near Nebraska Abortion Resources. I think that's the full name. I think it's me specifically volunteering with them. I'm not entirely sure exactly. Shelly, if you're watching this, you can let me know. But basically, we help escort patients at the abortion clinic. That's all you need to know. But that's been really nice. That was what was getting me up in the morning, because I was starting to do that before I got hired on for this job, and you know, that made me feel like I was doing something, and I'm making some friends, so that's pretty nice. Right now I'm just a trainee. So that's exciting, and since this is the first video filmed here that I'm gonna put up, please let me know if the lighting is okay. I know that this white actually is more gray wall will help me out. The only downside is it's not decorated, and I can't do that. Maybe I'll like bring stuff to put here. Maybe I could bring my Chucky doll. I'm gonna do some horror movie stuff soon as well. I'll probably do that tomorrow. We'll see. I'm getting a feel of how this place is on a Sunday, because then I can see how long I can be here and film and stuff. This is the kitchen area, so people will definitely come over here, but we shall see. But yeah, I'm excited. So follow AK Marketing, follow Sign On, because they both need the love. We want the love, right? And I would definitely appreciate it. Also follow me on Instagram and stuff. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Subscribe to Patreon if you'd like more content, and the other websites that I talked about. And let's see how my second year of being in Omaha finally plays out now that I have this stuff. And hopefully we'll continue to grow some things. Appreciate you watching. Thank you, and I'll see you later. Bye.